Hey, what's up guys, my name is Fred, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another Duel Links video, welcome back to some Duel Links ranked PvP. We're doing things a little bit differently, and we're just going to be playing for like 20 minutes and seeing how many wins, how many losses we can get with the deck on screen. We're running Fortune Ladies, of course, because they are, to me, the most interesting new archetype from the newest box, and of course from the Dark Sun Kali event. So, we actually opened very nicely. We've got Fortune Vision, which I wish we had more copies of, because this just lets you search straight out for your fortune calling, which is definitely like the best card in the set, and we're only running 2 because that's all I could pull from the box, so a bit disappointed. We're going to start off with our Fortune Lady Light, summon her, and then use calling to go and grab a copy of Fortune Lady Pass. We'll use the glossy one for the moment, and then we can do all of our skill shenanigans with time passage to make our past a level 4 monster, and then we can use past effect to actually reduce her to level 3, change you by getting rid of the light on our field, and we're going to decrease it because light, okay, we don't really need that one, but light's effect will activate, and that will give us access to a Fortune Lady Water, which is going to let us special summon it and draw 2 cards from the deck, giving us access to an econ as well. It's also very nice. Okay, so then we can go every synchro summon you, and now we're kind of good because every is the main combo piece for this deck, because she keeps coming back out during the end phase of a turn if she's in the graveyard, and then she pops a card on the field whenever she levels up, so she's pretty insane. Fortune Lady Every, please join the fight. We're then going to set 2 cards face down, and we should be pretty good for whatever this Kaib has. Like, I'm assuming beat down Blue Eyes or something. Running the Blue Eyes mat with Blue Eyes sleeves, it might have a high chance of being a Blue Eyes deck, you know, so we'll have to wait and see what this Kaib is going to do. But interesting to see how they're going to out this, because setting a monster face down, so that's getting around, of course, our level up pops, which is fine, assuming that's not manning to bug or something. But we are in platinum, so we could get some very tilting games in. So we could summon you, she'll become 900 off the bat, and then we could kind of hope and pray that we actually This might be a shout actually. So we use time passage to make our Every a 4000 attack point monster. We then attack into you with this and hope that it's okay. It is a White Sun Legend. We are going to OTK assuming there is no Sphere Karibo in hand, which I highly doubt. And then Every going to go for game. We could have been taked if there was a monster high defense, but it's not. Easy game, easy win. First one in the bag. Fortune Ladies are just fun. Like, even if you don't have all the cards, the deck can be a little bit inconsistent. You can just open with 4 monsters and, you know, not have any real synchro plays, but you do have plenty of opportunities with this deck. So let's go in, get our mission circuit points, and go in for another game real quick. There we go. We're in Plat 4 right now, so we're kind of midway in Plat. It's kind of weird to say we're midway, but the new 7 stages per rank duel awards, rank, I guess, has been very interesting to say the least. Like, gold was a bit of a weird time, but going up against a Jack Atlas. This is a literal anime match. Jack is fighting for Kali's soul, and we're going first. So hopefully, like, his Red Dragon Archer is going to screw us. Blue Eyes playing out with Stardust sleeves. We're actually not running any playing out sleeves. Opening the nuts every single game. Fortune Vision, just like, this is great because, you know, it's just your combo starter if you really do need to get access to calling or another Fortune Lady. It is just amazing. So this time we're starting off with light and then going to use calling again to search out for our glossy copy of Every of Past. There she is. There's our glossy copy of Past. So again, a very similar, you know, it's literally the exact same play as last game. I do hope that we do get to showcase like the Cockle-Doodle-Doo play, because that one is also a very fun play. So Past gonna change her level. We're going to banish you and make you go down 1. We don't want to use Fortune Vision. We're going to use Light to search out again for that +2 with the water, which is always much appreciated. Into another calling. So actually, we're really good because we've got our Every, we've got our inherited, whatever this card is, not inherited, it is a Bending Destiny. We have Bending Destiny to negate a summon or activation of a card, so we're kind of good for making sure we have an OTK play next turn. And yeah, I think we're in a very good spot with this duel once again. Like, 3 cards to back row, Every out front. We have 2 cards to protect her in the graveyard, which is insane, or to recur her in the graveyard, which is insane. So let's see what you can do, Jack. Because Jack, I think Jack has beat down as well. So this might be another Blue Eyes player. This might just be like a complete Blue Eyes mirror match, or not mirror match, but a Blue Eyes video basically. So let's see what you can do, Jack. What are you going to do? Discarding a Blue Eyes to summon out Cosmo Brain. Okay, we can't negate that, unfortunately, with Bending Destiny. However, we can do this, and that's going to then shut down the Cosmo Brain being able to do anything to summon a normal monster, basically. Silver's Cry, okay, that's fair. Gonna bring out Blue Eyes. We're still good though, because we still have the power of a targeting enemy controller, and we do have the ability to bring stuff back out on our next turn, so it doesn't really matter if one of our guys gets destroyed here. So Blue Eyes attacking in, I kind of want to... Blue Eyes is less damage, so we'll just take it. And then we'll hope that, actually to be fair, if they had another Silver's Cry, they would have used it then anyway. Econ going to put their Cosmo Brain to defense. Next turn we will pop the Cosmo Brain, because that's the one that gives the most advantage, I think, in that deck. And they'll of course get back the White Stone of Ancients, so we will need to pop that Cosmo Brain. The effect of Every in the Graveyard activates, of course. We're going to banish our Fortunately Past to bring her back in attack mode. We'll also be able to beat over the Blue Eyes with Time Passage as well, with a skill. So that's very nice. End phase, draw phase, what do we draw into? We drew into an enemy controller, so we can go for like an OTK play here right now, so that's really, really good. So we can banish the Cosmo Brain very, very easily. Sure, we'll just use Fortune Vision for why not. So now we can do one of two things. We can either do the Fortunately Calling play, go for another Synchro Summon, or we can go for the Econ Cheese play by just summoning past. So I feel like we should at least try and get some things on board. So I'm going to use Calling, and I'm actually just going to go straight out and search out for a Water, because I don't believe he has a Sphere Creeper in hand, and it's going to be a bit of a risk. That's going to give us a draw 2. Dimensional Prison is going to be very, very useful for our next turn play. We're going to Econ using our Fortune Lady pass, because we have one in our hand. Take control of their Blue Eyes. Hopefully scoop up. There's the waiting for response. Go on, close your application, end this duel right here, right now, because we have two pretty big monsters on board, and our Every is about to get bigger once we can activate the skill. So, Jack, just scoop it up. You weren't able to save Dark Sun Kali this time, mate. There we go, you win, connection failed. That's the kind of like scoop you want, is when like they actually play the game for quite a bit and don't just scoop the second you bring out an Every. But yeah, that was 2 Blue Eyes players in a row. Not too bad so far. We've got 2 wins under our belt. We're already at 8 minutes, so we're doing very, very nicely. Let's go in for yet another game and see what we get. Hopefully it's not a Blue Eyes player. Like I would quite like a more meta-relevant matchup. I feel like Blue Eyes are still pretty good. This isn't giving me much hope with the Blue Eyes icon, but we'll see. Sartorius Kumar, so hopefully this will be a Desperado Barrel Dragon flip-based thing, which means we might lose because that deck's pretty insane. Going to be going second, both getting a win and we get a rank up. That's pretty nuts. Master of Destiny, of course, that skill's insane, because especially if he opens up with Cup of Ace, that's a Pot of Greed immediately, drawing 2 cards. We did open the Cock though, so we can go for an Every turn 1, which is insane as well. I'm just trying to think of what cards he can bring out. Cyber Darks in it as well, okay. But nothing to use as your target. That's a bit weird. So we're going to go Cock-a-doodle-doo, special summon you in defense mode. This becomes a level 3. So now I'm kind of like... We don't get a draw 2 off of this, which is a bit unfortunate. But we do get immediate access to a Synchro Summon of Scrap Dragon. So I completely messed up the level thing there, which is a bit of a thing on my part. So what we can do now is ooh, right, so Scrap Dragon is gonna let us pop a card. Yeah, he'll let us do that, but we can go with this and become a level 7. We can go for a Star Eater? We can. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go for Star Eater just because why not. So we're gonna make you a level 7. That's gonna let us have enough levels on board to go for Star Eater, which is pretty nuts. We're gonna get our Star Eater out. The first time I've ever summoned this in a duel online. Cock-a-doodle-doo going in to the Fortune Lady Water. That was really a bit of a bad euphemism. And there we go, Star Eater. The dragon's gonna fucking destroy that sun. We're gonna play Fortune Vision. That's going to let us add a copy of Fortune Lady Calling from our deck. Oh, actually, we can probably win this turn, actually, thinking about it. No, we can't, because we don't control a Fortune Lady monster. If we... Okay, we can't do that. I was kind of thinking of doing a bit of a play there with the wind one and popping the back row, the Econ taking, and having enough damage on board for 4k. Sphere Creeper in hand is not going to do anything though, because of Star Eater is going to pretty much soak that effect off, because it's unaffected by other cards, so it's going to smack straight through for 2400. Now, Desperado Barrow Dragon in the hand is activating. Let's risk it. Let's risk it right here, right now, by tributing our Star Eater. This is a big risk to go in for a Desperado Barrow Dragon. Now it's the thing, will he pop it? He didn't pop it. We could pop it ourselves, we could just attack directly and see what happens. It's going to be a Sphere Creeper in hand as well, and Econ. It's a Draining Shield, oh my god, wow. Okay, so that was the worst play we could have done. We should have really just popped it and tried to just pop Desperado Barrow Dragon. But we now have access to, or he has access to a Cyber Dark Edge, which isn't very good. I feel like we just kind of scuffed that entire turn, but if we draw into a Fortune Lady, we might be okay. Cyber Dark Edge going to get a Cyber Dark Cannon from the grave. That's fine. That's going to be 2400 to the face, and then, like, sure. You can, I'll take that. Something else you can activate is going to be Desperado Barrow Dragon's effect. We'll then use Econ to put you to defense, and hope and pray that that's all he can do, because in the battle phase he's going to be able to pop our thing anyway. So, yeah, that's not... Okay, that's the Fortune Lady I wanted earlier, so that's pretty good. So we can summon Wind, use Wind's effect to get rid of you. Yeah, we can do that. And then Sublet Cannon's effects and let him draw one card. Now we can go Fortune Lady Calling and bring out... See, this is a toughie. So we can go Fortune Lady Past. Now, this is the thing here. We boost you up. We make you a level 4, so you can now go for level 7. We now have the option of going into Every, which is just gonna, like, that Barrel Dragon's gonna pop everything. So why not? I know he has one in hand. Like, this, regardless of what we do, we're gonna lose next turn. So let's go for a Black Rose Dragon and just see if we can just cheese everything. Is there a Desperado in hand? Well, Desperado's now going to search something to search out for that BM4 Blast Spider, most likely. No, search out for a Twin Barrel Dragon, 1700 attack points we would have lost anyway. Because like next turn, when we summon every, we attacked in, you would have probably tried to pop it. So yeah, there wasn't really much we could have done there. But going to normal summon out that Twin Barrel Dragon. Oh, it's mandatory. Oh, no, it's not. Is it not mandatory? Let's go summon Totem. Oh, okay, no, Totem Card Remote Control is not just you. Okay, so we got our first loss. We tried to go balls deep with that play, and we did misplay. We should have just, you know, left the Econ on the field, not done any cheesy play with Star Eater and tried to Econ take. We should have just left it as is, but that's a learning experience. We're 2-1 currently. Let's see which, this might be the final duel, I don't know, we might be able to fit 2 more in. Let's see how we do with this, because that was a fun matchup. Wedus Ireng from Indonesia, Platinum 1, they've been stuck in Platinum for the past 4 seasons. An Arcana, okay, so give me that Dark Magician player, like, let me see what the deck can do now, because I haven't played with Dark Magician in Duel Links for a while. If we got Spellbook of Knowledge in the most recent box, which obviously we didn't, I was very excited about the potential of that. I've been playing Dark Magician a lot, but Trick Up the Sleeve, gonna let him, guarantee a level 7. Oh, wow. I mean, at least we have some outs to stuff. But beyond that, there's not really a lot. I kind of want to... I don't really want to set Bending Destiny, but if we get a Fortune Lady next turn, then we need it, you know? And we really need to see something next turn. Otherwise, like... Because at the moment we're guaranteed for 2 turns not to see anything. If we draw into a Calling, we can't use it until we get another Fortune Lady. If we get a Vision, then we can use it, but we won't really have a Fortune Lady to summon. So, Magician's Rod going to search out for that Navigation most likely. That's the most likely target in that deck until we get like Circle and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely a Dark Magician in his hand already. will he just go straight in for 1600, at which point we could banish it, you know, and get rid of it. We could do that, which is probably gonna be a good shout. Because if we draw into it wings, then we can at least pop one of its macro, try and target the non-navigation, because that will be activated anyway. So yeah, let's can we get not the card we wanted, really? Not at all, because we can't really do much with that. So yeah, not a fun little. We've literally drawn up into our entire spell and trap card lineup, which is kind of ridiculous. And there's navigation coming through. If we had a Fortune Lady on field, we could have negated it, which would have been great. We could have got any Fortune Lady monster and negated it, but no. There's Dark Magician number 1 using the red one for Arcana, and coming out is probably going to be another one or like a Koku or something. Let's see what else this is about. A Magician of Dark Illusion. Okie dokie. So if he has a dark magic attack, we're pretty screwed. We can at least stop 2 attacks, and then next turn we really need to see a Fortune Lady normal summon, regardless of what it is. Only going in for the 1, okay. I'm going to Canadia that. Even though I know that he can then negate it with navigation, he's not going to, which is the biggest surprise to me. He's not going to negate it with navigation. I guess he knows he might need that for negating a Fortune Lady calling. There's Fortune Lady passed. That counts as a Dark Magician on the field, which is a bit of a shame. Cause oh no, actually no, we might be okay. We might be okay. Summon out the Lady passed. Will we be okay though? I don't know whether that will activate or the effect spell trap card or not. Nah, it won't, because that's the effect of a spell trap card, not the actual spell trap card being activated. So that might not work. Let's just try it, see what happens, see if he negates it. He's probably going to, because it is an extended play, which is navigation, going to straight up negate the calling. But we can't do anything there. Ouch. That's really annoying. We just have to, you know, that he's gonna have to let it go through, which is really annoying. Fortunately, calling negated. We have Bending Destiny, so we can at least like negate a summon or something. Like what? Like we use Time Passage and she becomes level 4 and becomes 800 attack points. That's not really worth it right now. So yeah, we can put 1 card into defense, which is fine. If flipping that Dark Magician face up counts as a normal summon, that's also very good for us. I just hope he doesn't draw into like a Dark Magic attack or 1,000 Knives or something. Normal summoning Magician's Rod. This is going to search out for another navigation probably, or the Dark Magic attack. At which point we have to get rid of it or negate it with Bending Destiny. I feel like, because that's the most logical search point at this point, is the Dark Magic attack. So let's see. Shouldn't be too hard. Like I always find it funny when these. Okay, yeah, adding Dark Magic attack to the hand. Okie dokie, we might be a bit screwed right now. Let's see, Arcana. Because you got Dark Magician on your field, you can use your Dark Magic attack. We can negate it with Bending Destiny, and we're gonna take a ton of damage this turn. Like we've lost regardless, I feel like, with this game, which is kind of a shame. But yeah, like we just drew into some very, very bad hands. Honestly, that was just not a fun. Here comes the greatest magician of all, the Dark Magician. Flip summoning you in attack mode now. We're just gonna have to econ take it. Like 1,000 Knives. That's not no. We're gonna have to econ take. We're gonna have to econ tribute you, summon the Dark Magician out. I kind of wish that was a light now, because light probably would have. I don't know whether light would actually have got our effect off because of that. But ending his turn, Bending Destiny, getting that back to the hand. We now are in a very bad spot. Fortunately, Lady Wind going to come in and do absolutely nothing for us. Because, like, what? We get to pop a face down. Like, set face down regardless, he has 4k damage on board. So, not really much we can do there. Unfortunately. Unfortunately, we are going to... Yeah, and Canada, so yeah, we're just going to have to scoop that one up. Take that one as an L. and do one more duel, because we're now currently 2-2 with this deck, which I feel like we could do a lot better in that duel. Okay, so final duel of the video, going against Luna from Mexico, Plat rank 5. Let's see. Running Bones, okay. So this could be Vendress. This would be really interesting if this is Vendress, because I haven't played against them online yet, so that'd be interesting. We do need a win to round out this and make it so we do have at least a +1 win rate. But starting off with the field spell, Wasteland on board. We actually opened fairly okay, I guess. With Cock-a-Doodle-Doo, you can get him as level 3. We can then summon out Our Lady Light, use Calling to search out for the water, get the draw 2 off, and yeah, so Gozuki, we have Gozuki on the field, right. Let's just think about this. So Gozuki's on the field, Gozuki, that face down is like probably really, honestly, I really think it's going to be let's just see what happens. God, that's a treacherous. There's no way that isn't a treacherous. So we could, like, what do you do? Do you go, he's level 4, which means we need a level 3 out. Which means, do we just go for do we summon the past and hope / pray he doesn't, okay, he doesn't do anything there. Fortunately, Calling, we're doing things a little bit differently here. I can use you to actually go and get out our windy one, our green one, because then we can pop those 2 back row. And I feel like at the moment that's going to be very, very useful for us. Oh wait, that's when it's normal summoned. Okay, well I completely messed up that. Ignore me. I clearly don't know how to play this deck. But thinking on that back row pretty hard. So we can now. So if we make you level. Well, that'd be level 10, but he's already a tuner anyway, so we don't really have too much of a choice here. But we'll go into every. We'll still do every. We'll still do every play and hope that. I mean, if he treacherouses it, it's kind of okay, because she's now on board. She'll come back during our his next end phase, and then pop a card on the field. So as long as we get him to waste his Bacon Saver, then we're pretty good. But we can go for a Scrap Dragon right now if we really want to. We don't want to, but we'll do that anyway. We'll swing in anyway and see what happens. Of course, Bacon Saver coming in. Super Rush Headlong. Okay, that's definitely interesting. Selecting Light, of course, it's gonna kill our thing. Okay, so if he attacks in, we can banish it. We can banish that monster attacking in with Dimensional Prison. Then next turn, everybody's going to come back out, and we're going to be able to pop a card on the field. So, all in all, I feel like that's probably better than him, maybe doing the Bacon Saver. I don't know. Maybe next turn, we go into Star Eater if we can clear the board already. Because then we'll be able to make it so the Bacon Saver can't activate. I feel like that's how Bacon Saver works. Just want to double check. Does it target? It just negates the attack, so I wonder whether that would even work anyway. It probably wouldn't, because it's a target. So, sending a Samurai Skull to the graveyard. Dimensional Prison getting blown up. That's not good. That's not good at all. Summoning out another Samurai Skull. Getting a zombie in the graveyard again. Or not, just going straight for an attack. So dealing the 200 there. Thankfully, these guys aren't going to the graveyard, which is really, really good. We're going to survive just, and only just. It's really, really close right now. But yes, we're activating the effect of every in our graveyard. We're going to get rid of the Fortune Lady Wind to special summon you back in attack mode. And then we're about to pop a card. We're going to pop the Gozuki, obviously. So enemy controller. Ooh, it's kind of looking very similar to the that other duel we had. So we can go for this, which this card sent to the graveyard. You can banish one zombie in the graveyard, special summon another one out. And if this card leaves the field because of bonus card effects. So we really need to go for the Gozuki because that's the one that doesn't trigger on the graveyard. So we can then summon Fortune Lady Light. And now I'm just hoping there is no Spikaribo in hand. Because otherwise then we might be kind of screwed. So I'm going to take control of you, activate the skill Time Passage. That's going to let us get every 2 big attack points. I just realized He has Bacon Save in the graveyard. I completely forgot about that. That's going through. Still 900 points of damage is going through. And now we just gotta hope and pray that he doesn't have any way to get rid of Every. Which he might do. He might have a way to get rid of Every. Or he might just put something into defense mode and then we can pop it with Every. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know how much back row or like how much monster removal that deck really runs. Especially since it seems like it's pretty pure zombies compared to anything else. So have to wait and see on that one. But what you can do, Bones? How are you gonna get around this this Hatsune Miku looking lookalike? Gonna set one in the back row. I don't particularly like that. I don't like that at all. I feel like it could be a no, we're not banishing. Just because that thing's gonna trigger on card effect. And this is more than enough damage if it goes through. If it's an econ, then it's fine. But it's going through, and there's our win. There's our fifth game of the duel done. 3 wins, 2 losses. That wasn't so bad. We had a decent amount of matchups. Not really anything too meta contending, but still some fun matchups in there. And yeah, if you enjoyed this kind of video where we just do like 5 duels and record for about 20-25 minutes and play a deck, then do let me know down below what decks you want to see me play, because of course we have the KC Cup coming tomorrow, so that's going to be pretty fun because that allowed us a whole complete mess of what you kind of face in any rank, so that's going to be really, really cool. And of course we might have some leaks as well for Dark Side Dimensions World, so look forward to that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next Duel Links video. See you then.